What is up, guys? Wunzy Gaming back here, and I wanted to give an honest review of Risk of Rain 2 after playing it for the past few weeks and just it being basically my main go-to game. I want to try to give it a review of what I think, what I've experienced, and why I think you should or should not buy the game. Now, to start things off, I had some amazing Monsoon difficulty engineer gameplay. I was super far in the game. I was super kitted out. It was awesome. Checked the recording and it was stuttering. I don't know what happened. I think it was because it was while I was streaming. So the stream quality probably dropped too. So I probably just screwed both fronts there. So I do apologize. But I hope you guys do enjoy this review. It's going to be an honest review. I'm going to give the best review that I possibly can. And we'll just go ahead and jump straight into that. At the time of this review, there are almost 10,000 reviews on Steam, with a rating of 10 out of 10. That alone should sway many who are curious about the game, but in the event that this is still not enough, I hope that by the end of this review you are willing to spend the $20 on a game that is well worth the price tag that it holds. I want to break this review down into 4 categories that I think will cover many aspects that your average and or hardcore gamer are looking for. I already mentioned the price tag, which is spot on for what you are getting, so I won't include that in these 4 categories. This game is beautiful. It isn't Unreal Engine 4 photorealism graphics, but the art style with the colors and the animations is gorgeous. The attacking animations coupled with the character models are perfect. I cannot wait to see what they release in the future, as this game is still in early access. Just wait until you find yourself leaping around the air, fighting an overloading worm as lightning crashes around you and you're dodging charging bison. It's a satisfying display of chaos that will leave you smiling from ear to ear. The visuals, the effects, the abilities themselves all have unique animations that I find extremely aesthetically pleasing, and I think you will enjoy them too. This game runs extremely smooth. There are very few errors, and the issues that I come across are so minute that they are almost unnoticeable. You get the occasional lag, the sometimes lag spikes, and that just happens with the amount of pixels and whatnot you have on your screen. The game progression is linear and very easy to understand. You can either take your time and get all the loot to become as powerful as possible and fight off the horde as the difficulty progresses, or you can rush, grab a few items, and take advantage of the weaker monsters. The movement is my favorite aspect of the gameplay. Grabbing a few movement items and dashing around the map, all the while dodging enemy attacks, is so satisfying and leaves you feeling so powerful. As an added note, the movement is an extremely underrated aspect of this game that I think a lot of people are not focusing on. The movement in this game can either make or break your run. I will be going over a tutorial on the movement in this game and why it's so important and how to get to later rounds. That will be later, so stay tuned for that. So now I wanted to talk about the replayability of this game. There's nothing more fun than getting so powerful that you crush through multiple bosses at once, all the while progressing through round after round. Unfortunately, at the time of this review, if you progress too far, it's usually around 30 to 35 rounds, the game seems to glitch out and bosses stop spawning. This is when I will usually end my runs. Now, they have added a feature now where you can kind of obliterate yourself and get lunar coins, which is great. So that feature was added in the last patch, so that allows you to kind of get out of the game and actually still get something beneficial out of it. This isn't a game killer for me, as the constant influx of items, which there are more to come. Every gameplay is going to be unique from your previous gameplay, especially if you change your survivor. And this is because you're going to get a different amount of items, you're going to get different 3D printers, and all of that stuff. Now, while the game is still too new to really judge the developer on their patching, I can honestly tell you this developer legit cares for their player base. They are extremely active on Twitter, retweet their fans, and support the casters. I'm a low-level caster, and on my tweets, they are liked by their Twitter. I have not been retweeted yet, but it shows that they do care and they do see what people are tweeting out about their game. The developers have promised some great things, and if the game so far is any indicator of the future, I for one am extremely excited. Patching so far has been on point, with them releasing the first patch after about 1 week and a second patch shortly after. This brought along some nerfs, some buffs, which weren't very overbearing, which I liked. Nerfing and buffing is extremely important in games. Sometimes developers can over-nerf or over-buff things without properly testing them, and it seems like this developer is taking their time, listening to the feedback from their player base, and applying those changes to the game. If you are on the fence or think this game looks like something you would like to play, buy it. Try it and become addicted like countless people have become. The game runs smooth, the gameplay is fluid and appealing, and the satisfaction of destroying a map full of massive, overpowered bosses adds a sense of joy that I haven't felt in a video game in a long time. The satisfaction of watching your items proc and bounce and destroy enemies as you run through them will create more smiles per hour that completely outweighs the $20 price tag. Get this game, you will not regret it. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end this review. I wanted it to be short and sweet. That way somebody can come in if they were on the fence, just watch a quick review, see what I have to say. If what I said you liked, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe, comment, anything. If you don't agree with anything I said, let me know. Now keep in mind this game is still patching and updating regularly, so some things that I may have said here may be outdated already, so do try to keep that in mind. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will catch you guys at the next video.